What's up, y'all? It's your girl Age, and I'm here to talk about episode 6 of The Next Prince. Y'all, it's time to feed the girls. I am ready to hop into this episode with one of your favorite couples, Zinunu, right? I really do like the concept of a good royal court drama with infighting. You got the pettiness and the courting along with the submission when done right. Drop down below and tell me some of your favorite BL tropes. Also, let me know in the comments if you would like me to do some Damn My book reviews. I think I'm leaning in that direction, but I just got to figure out how to structure it. It's been on my mind for a while. Also, go check out the community tab of my channel to see all of them that I read and recommend some to me. Okay, let's jump in to episode 6. This episode starts off with Kanan getting all the attention he wants from Sharon while his foot is being tended to. Remember last episode how he was acting like a damsel in distress, trying to get all hurt and everything? Well, he actually got hurt. Here we are. But the fun was cut short because his father Thorin wanted to talk to Kanan alone. Prince Thorin wanted to have some father-son time. It was like a cute short conversation, and it did show that his dad is concerned more about his son than the competition. So I'll say 2 points for Thorin, unlike, the king. So since Sharon is a teacher, he takes up some of Shakri's role by teaching Kanan some of Emily's history. They end up on the topic of pearls, which are what's the family called? The Menanogarans. That's their region. And we never really talk about them because they have no heirs to compete. I wonder why. I think his wife died or something, but I'm not sure. So, Kanan decides that he wants to see some dark champagne pearls, and he wants Sharon to take him to see them. Then he tells Shakri to stay at the palace. Y'all know Kanan stays trying to get rid of Shakri, okay? That poor man is only trying to do his job. Some kind of way, those two ended up in the manor of the Pethethawas. Oh, Lord. That's Sharon's last name. Pethethawas? Anyway, yeah. So like I said, that name should sound familiar because that's Sharon's last name. And his family has some champagne pearls as well because obviously they own the school, so they got to have some kind of money, right? We learned that Sharon's family has long served as the royal guards for the Axielle, basically since the beginning of Emily. The manor was filled with his paintings and some of his mother's paintings as well, so that's where he got his skills. Speaking of his mother, the pearls that we end up seeing are those of Sharon's deceased mother. I assume she's deceased. Matter of fact, is she deceased? We're gonna put a pin in that as well. Anyway, Sharon's father gave that to his mother, a champagne pearl ring, on their wedding day because he knew that she really did like the pearls. Kanan said that Sharon's father was such a romantic. Is that where y'all think Sharon got his little mannerisms from? His pappy? However, during their little outing, the tabloids spotted Sharon and Kanan out together. And none other than Ramil saw the article online. And he is mad. He is mad that people are loving Kanan and Sharon's, quote, relationship, unquote. He is also just because he can't be out and about with his boy toy. Now, with these two, I am conflicted again. I don't know how or if I like them together. Their dynamic is kind of complicated. And I'm talking about Ramil and Petai. I have to remember the circumstances for everyone in this situation. At first I felt sorry for Petai, and I somewhat still do for getting his ass beat, but in this particular scene, I got the vibes that Petai might actually like some of that control and that bondage that Ramil be putting on him. Even pain. I don't know. That's just... Or maybe he's just really used to it. They are actually both in pain from having to deal with Prince Rachada. Also, that is why they cannot be open with their relationship. That's what I believe, because Rachada would kick ass if Ramil was caught in public with a boy. It is a short scene, but the scene is very telling, so go and look at that. Next scene, Kanan is visiting the Menanogarans region, and something seemed off about the quote that Prince Watson has said. This is the quote: "The Axielle stand like the sun over the Mononogorans. I thought the four families were supposed to be equal. That's just me. Okay, so apparently Conan caught that as well, and he asked Sharon about it. Sharon said Conan's family aided the Mononogorans financially, and they remain loyal to Conan's family. I guess, but why would they remain loyal / subservient to the Axielle dividends? You know what I mean? Like, why would they stay subservient if they're supposed to be equal? I would not stand for it if I was Prince Watson. That's just food for thought. Also, don't forget about the background we have with Sharon's friend researching / investigating Conan's dad. What's his name? Thathanai? Well, the friend is looking for him. So they had a man that was at like some bar, and he told him that he had seen Conan's dad and that he can take him to him. Oh, and then this next scene, the king had Kelvin there for a reason. I knew it was not harmless. The grandfather is trying to set Kelvin and Conan up. Maybe. I think that might be it. I don't know. He said that he wants them to grow closer together, and he wants them to take a trip to the Vichmata. Now, the Vichmata, that's Ava's territory. We've never been there before, so we're about to go take a trip in our favorite rocket ship with the boys, Kelvin and Conan. So let's see what that is about. But I will say the grandpa is kind of messing up if he do want them to grow closer together, because he is letting Sharon go with them to watch over those two princes. Now, Calvin will never catch Conan's heart with Sharon there. So they do go to the Vishmata kingdom or region. Conan notes that this region looks different than the other three Emily houses. We then see Ramil and Peitai in the field as well, and Ramil is so damn negative, talking about Eva sucking up to Conan to get popularity. He is such a hater, capital Hater. You know what I mean? Anyway, they are showing Prince Calvin around Emily, and all three, Ava, Conan, and Ramil, they decide to go to the city to go, just have a night out on the town. At first, it looked like Ramil didn't want to go, but he eventually sucks it up and ends up going with the young folks. He honestly needs to just let go a little, because how will you genuinely make friends? So the royals end up in a club, and you can see just how sheltered Ava is, because she doesn't want her father to know that she's there. She's not drinking at all, and she doesn't even know that she could dance on a dance floor. Conan had to pull her to the dance floor and show her how to dance. Ava in turn pulled Peitai. She pulled Peitai on the dance floor as well. And yeah, poor Peitai. I hope he doesn't get beef for it, because Ramel was looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? How dare you dance? I can't stand Ramel. And then we realized that the trio left Sharon and Ramil over there at the bar just being squares. The sticks in the mud, all of them they're just so wound up. Even the ones on the dance floor, all wound up. Then Conan pulls Sharon to the dance floor, and they are getting along quite well. But then Ramil, I know I can't stand Ramil. Ramil gets his ass up, and he has to get all the attention. So he purposefully lifts his glass up and drops it from high in the sky, shatters all over the floor. That was a signal for Peitai to, follow me. Ramil is, he's so trash and he's so jealous. The boy was just dancing. That's it. Then, of course, Peitai does his usual and is command me, Ramil. I'm yours to command. I'm sorry for stepping out. He's all that bullshit. I am your slave. I'm your pet. I'm come on, Peitai. Have something about yourself. Then Ramil forcefully kisses Peitai, and then they leave. Leave to do what? I am sure we can all guess. Then Peitai smirks, though, before they left. Y'all, he might like that domineering shit. I am, at this point, really unsure about their relationship. I want to root for it, but something about it. Outside, the young royals are done with their partying, and then these suspicious-ass men start to surround Ava, Conan, and Sharon, right around the club's entrance. I honestly thought Sharon was drunk, but apparently not, because he kicks ass so smoothly. So he might have just had maybe a drink, and then that was it. Being a responsible adult that he is. So after, Sharon kicks ass, it starts to rain. Y'all know what happens when it rains. Sharon, he freezes up and then he starts to like freak out. We get a flashback of him being a child in a similar scenario. Clearly something traumatic happened. And I want to say that it was something to do with his parents. His parents, rain, and blood. Conan has to kind of snap Sharon out of it, but when him and Sharon are like alone, I think they're in I believe Conan's chambers, Sharon is still tripping. I do love how these two, when they aren't being forced apart, really do look after each other. It is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I know it's Sharon's obligation, but I really think that when did he fall for Conan? I don't know. So we get Conan's traumatic story that keeps triggering him, and it is abandonment. So we learned that on a rainy night when he was about 6 years old, his mother left him. She told him that she would be right back, but she never returned. Now, based on the scene, when Sharon was fighting those guys outside the club, he freaked out over the blood as well. In that flashback we saw when he was 6, there was blood, looked like on a windshield. So, she get in an accident? I don't know. His mother, to me, I think she's likely dead, but we have seen in this series where characters who were dead don't always stay dead. So I don't know, he is really bent out of shape over it though, so we need some therapy, Sharon. And I don't know, but maybe Conan could actually help give you some sex therapy. Conan, being ever so Conan, told Sharon, maybe you should stay. And y'all, when I saw that tear fall out of Conan's eye, I knew that the relationship was solid. Even though it's not like a real relationship yet, the relationship is still solid. Those two are locked in. Okay? And then when they were hugging each other, that was just a dramatic little beat drop added to it. Just one beat. And yeah, I was in my feels. Y'all just gotta go watch the part to know what I'm talking about. Also, we get a real first kiss between these two, and my little heart. But y'all know how my heart just flutters when you be waiting for them to get together, kiss, do anything, touch, kiss, guys. I really hope my videos and this show, I hope it makes you guys happy, because I get joy when I watch these shows. I get joy talking about them, and I hope that my channel is one where I can make it comfortable. You can come here to be free, express yourself, express your thoughts, build a community, and have a safe space for people who are not mean to each other or nothing like that. And y'all talk to me, do whatever you want to, man, because I just want us to have a good space. That is what I want to create for you and for myself, because life really gets crazy sometimes. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Y'all have a good day.